finally some warm weather for the koi for the auction, the A Premium Koi. So the season's definitely kicking off. We picked out some really nice koi for you this week. Really show quality Beni Kikokuryu, a Ginrin Asagi, and some larger Tosai from Maruyama and Issa, and a really nice Sanke from Izumiya. Plus the other ones are awesome also, but we'll get into it. We'll start with the Ginrin Ochiba. So this Ginrin Ochiba is a really cool face pattern. It's from Suzuse. Look at the net pattern on top of the koi. Really nice net pattern there. Nice chocolate color, that's really hard to find. Nice Ginrin. Hard to find the Ochiba that has that flowery pattern like that. I'd say this koi is in the 18-inch range. Has nice fins to it, really nice clean net pattern all the way across. It's a nice Ochiba. That would be a nice Ochiba if you're looking for a Ginrin Ochiba for your pond. Let's see, the next one is going to be the Ginrin Asagi, and this is from Ikarashi Ozumi. Now the Sumi is coming in, and the Asagi right now, you kind of see the underlying indigo Sumi coming in. So that's what the Asagi has, the indigo. It's not black Sumi, but it's indigo. And we want to make sure that with the show quality Asagi that the cheeks the Beni on the cheeks don't go any higher than the eyeballs. And it's okay if the Beni wraps around the eye like that, as long as it's not a orange eye fully. So that's exactly what we're looking for on this koi. It's the textbook show quality of Ginrin Asagi we're looking for. I'm looking for that Moto Aka on the fins to tighten up, which means that all that orange that's going on the fins spreading out to the sides, that will disappear, and that will become just like right underneath the body on the pectoral fin there. It's called Moto Aka. Has it on the tail. Looks like we got some Beni on the dorsal as well, so it's just about ready to finish. Has a nice clean head. It's a show quality Ginrin Asagi that you could take that to the show easily and impress a lot of people, if not win. Okay, next we got the Ikarashi Ozumi Beni Kikokuryu. So this koi is about 2 years old. Looks like it's about 15 inches. But if you look at the pattern developing on it, you can see how the Sumi and the Beni are separating, and it's creating that white line in between. It's like someone took a razor and cut the white line in between the Sumi and the Beni. And as this koi ages and starts developing, you're going to start seeing that become more of a characteristic. And so it's building its pattern right now. And so it has a really, really nice sheen to it. On the backbone, the fins themselves have a really nice sheen. Really good luster, clean head. It's a very high quality Beni Kikokuryu from the breeder that actually invented Beni Kikokuryu. So you see how the nose is pure white all the way back to the tail. Well put together Beni Kiko, has a nice body. But for sure the best thing about this koi is the pattern. So this would win in a koi show for sure. Has the high potential to win. I can't say for sure, but I would think that it had a very good potential of winning. So the next we got Deutsch Showa, and this is from Shinoda Koi Farm. So it has that crimson Beni, that really dark red Beni that we're looking for. A lot of people are looking for that on the Deutsch Showas. This has the razor cut edges all the way around. The black is really nice and dense. The shiroji is really pure white. Really nice color separation on this koi. So a really nice Deutsch Showa from Shinoda. Alright, next we have, the next in size would be the Kohaku here from Maruyama Koi Farm. So this is the Inazuma pattern. And this is a Tosai. Looks like it's about 12-13 inches at Tosai. This does look like a female. Has really small fins. The translucent fin, the leading edge of the fin itself doesn't look really thick. So it has the characteristics of being a female. Really nice Beni, really soft Beni. The head on this koi is really large. Has a nice big backbone, big koi pattern. So as this koi grows, it has nice maki on it, which is the Beni that goes down underneath the belly. So as that koi gets more girth to the size as it ages, you'll start seeing more shiroji. And so that's exactly what we want. This big koi pattern is the koi patterns that are winning in Japan, and the ones that are getting to the size. Usually the ones with the big Beni pattern are the ones with going to end up being a bigger koi in the end for Kohaku. So nice Kiwa, nice Sashi. That's a high quality Tosai. That'd be one potentially to grow to the future GC. All right, next we have a Issa Koi Farm Showa. This looks like a female as well. Nice Benny on this. Has a Kohaku-like Benny. Sumi's coming up all the right places. Has perfect Dodome on it. Nice Hachaware. Has a Kuchi Benny pattern, which means that it has the red dot on the nose here. Moto Guru is setting in, and all the fins. So what we're seeing right now is this pattern is almost complete. So there's a Kindai Showa, which means it's going to have more white than black. So modern looking Showa. It's not going to be the old school Senshoku look with all the dense black and Benny. It's going to have more of the white as it starts finishing out. And I know that because as we start seeing the traits of the koi developing, we can see where the black's showing that it's almost fully developed. Has a little bit of Shita Zumi coming up on this side, which is good. That's what we want to see on that side with the white on it. But the Benny itself has nice Kiwa. It's a very young koi. A nice Sashi all the way around. That's a really high quality Showa from Issa. I think that has a lot of potential for the future. Next we have a Yamabuki. This is from Izumiya Koi Farm. This is a leader of Yamabuki breeders in the world. So this little Tosai here is about 10 inches and has nice scalation. So that's what we're looking for on that. And nice clean head, nice sheen. Those fins right now are white on the tips. That will eventually become all pure yellow as this koi ages further and starts developing more. So yeah, the Fukurin is really nice on it, which is a net pattern. It has a nice body conformation, nice tall back. That's what I'm looking for right now. But the head proportion to the body is nice. That's what we're looking for. It's much like the Kohaku from Maruyama. So I highly recommend that. That's why this koi made the premium at a small size. Next premium is going to be a small Sankei. Don't let the size fool you on some of these koi for their quality. So this is a Kuchi Benny Sankei from Izumiya. You can see how dense all the Sumi came up. Has excellent Benny too. And you can see some Shita Zumi in there, which is the shadow Sumi. Not all that's going to come up. Some of it will, but the pattern's just about complete on this koi as well, like the Showa. We have the Tejima that's showing up on the fins. Those are signs that it's showing that it's complete. In the past, the Sankei with the black in the head was a trait that you didn't want, but nowadays with the modern koi judging and Sankei, we're starting to see that's an acceptable trait. So there's nothing wrong with the Sumi on the head on this Sankei. We actually want that to develop further and be a part of the pattern, which is definitely going to. So the Benny is excellent on this koi. It's Kuchi Benny. The Shiroji is spectacular. Snow white Shiroji. And the Sumi is ink black. It's jet black. So that's exactly what we're looking for. It's good to see the Shita Zumi in this, the blue parts, the shadow Sumi, because that means that the Sumi is not fully developed yet. So this would be a good koi for Baby Champ if you're having a koi show in the future. And if you could keep it small, you could win a Baby Champ this year, and then in the future, that'd be a nice potential future koi as well. Has a really nice body conformation. So that's your 8 koi of the week. I would say if I was to pick myself the koi, I would go for the Benny Kikokuryu. That's a spectacular koi. All of them are really super nice. I really like the Maruyama Kohaku, and I like the small Sankei. But they're all premium for a reason, so not all Yamabuki look like that when they're small. Not all Sankei definitely don't look like that when they're small. Anyhow, have a good auction, and let's see some of these koi and koi shows. All right.